Hi, I'm Dana Davis. I'll be your professor, your teacher, and hopefully your friend over the next semester as we learn at a distance how to make photographs. Um, this is an honor and a challenge to do this at a distance, let me tell you. The nuts and bolts are completely scrambled in my book. I prefer them to be in little drawers that you can go grab a nut, grab a bolt, put them together, and have a nut and bolt. Anyway, you can call me Dana. You can call me Mr. Davis. If you call me Professor, I'll feel like the smart guy in a gangster movie. So your option. Um, I believe that we are all variation on our species, and I've said this before in writing on this introduction. And I believe that is why we are here, is because each species of life, of living beings, has within it variety. I embrace that. And as an artist, this is fantastic. And if it weren't for that variation, well, this planet would be rocks and water. So I encourage you to exercise your variation. And I also encourage the rest of us to appreciate that. And as Picasso said, to steal from it. We borrow each other's ideas. We may need to paint them orange, cut them out, turn them upside down to make them ours. But art doesn't happen in a vacuum. This is incredibly important. Seeing outside the box doesn't just mean jumping into someone else's box. It means taking those boxes, taking down the sides, seeing how you can reconstruct them. There's been discussion of invisibility. Dr. Luke Wood, in his address on perfecting the inclusion of education, talked about people being invisible. Well, I believe I have been in my own past. Uh, Everyone's got their own reasons for being invisible, perhaps, or their own conditions that perhaps make others less aware of them. Um, it's a challenge to be there. But the thing is, even if people aren't recognizing you, you are engaged in the process of making art by simply observing. This is a huge one. And observing, perhaps from the outside, is one of the more immediate ways to come up with insight, new ways of seeing. So I encourage you to take who you are, where you are, and what you see, and make something out of it. And then my task here is to make it so that your work, your conclusions, your ideas, your half-baked notions are presented to the rest of us to discuss, to look at, to see what's there. Not necessarily in a critical mode. We'll save that for grad school. Don't worry, you can beat each other up in. But right now, to see what Harry's got that Sally didn't see, what Sally's onto that Harry may have missed. So let's share our ideas. Art never has happened in a vacuum. And having done a bit of music, I really appreciate when you hit the groove and everyone's on. So let's be that for each other. Let's give feedback. Let's give insight. Let's play with other people's ideas. Let's respect what they've said. Often, new art is seen as unusual, strange, weird, iconoclastic. In fact, that's the point. We destroy the past every time we make art that is of value. Every time we have a new insight, something actually has to get disrupted, as they say these days. Something has to be challenged. And so we're here to challenge that. And your unique point of view is the best place to start. I believe I'm over time, so Thank you so much. See you in class.